Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, CCX here. Welcome back to Chrono Cross. Welcome to post-commentary land, because apparently my recording got messed up. Because you guys want to know what happened? The audio, well, the video itself is jumping, kind of like what happened with the Hydra. So instead of me trying to edit my way around the issue, which is almost impossible because of the fact that it requires me to actually sync up my audio and the video audio at the same time, and to be perfectly honest, with it randomly jumping constantly, that will get a little bit more irritating and the commentary will be a little bit stale, in my honest opinion. Because here's the thing, I have to jump cut my audio, the game's audio, and all that other nonsense, and then it won't really flow well. So to make it be able to flow a little bit more perfectly, I decided to just do a post commentary instead. I'm always doing post commentary. What else is new with me when it comes to these type of games? I'm bound to have recording errors, so you are going to be seeing like random cuts. But anyways, in the last episode we end up defeating terrorists, or no, not terrorists, wow, Taurusoid, which was basically a very huge WrestleMania fan. And now in this part we're going through the fireside. I did say in the last episode where we're going to go to Termina and Marbule. We didn't find anything. I did buy an Iron Glove, and we did speak to Zappa about the Rainbow Shell, even though you didn't really know that you're supposed to speak to him about it. That red pyramid there heals you automatically. Well, heals you fully, so there is no boss in this place. But that Pacific statue, before I continue on with my train of thought, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to tell you now, just pick every single direction and you'll find your way, because I cannot figure out the direction for the life of me. I tried to explain it in the video when I recorded it live. I couldn't do it. It was very confusing. It was just me just standing there like a dope. But anyways, Zappa ended up mentioning that, oh, you got the Rainbow Shell. It's too bad that we can't use it. Cannot be used alone because it needs another catalyst and all that other nonsense. The thing is that he ends up saying that if you had a blacksmith like yours truly, then maybe I can make something good out of it. Long story short, you have to make him join your party. That way you both can go, him and himself can go ahead and build something very wonderful. Kind of like, think of Legends of the Link to the Past, so to speak. So yeah, that's essentially all I have to say. Now, the red path is really simple. It's not complicated. In fact, it's not really hard at all. You're just going through 4 directions, and then you drop down those 4 directions. The 4 directions are not randomized. I think the 4 directions are literally all set in a pattern, so, or I could be wrong. I don't know. So, to be able to make this commentary flow a little bit better, post commentary is the only way to go. I did edit the video down so it doesn't have me like stumbling around like a moron constantly, because that would have been slightly annoying. So yeah, so how you guys doing? You guys enjoying Chrono Cross a bit? We're actually getting to major plot now, because now that we're in Fort Dragana, or Dragane, or whatever, it's getting pretty good. I'm actually enjoying my run with this game, and I can't wait until we get to the major plots of the game, because once this is over, the game starts to open up like a very wonderful book. So that's the thing, and I can understand that this game is not for everybody, but I can also understand the confusion that most people will have with the game. But I will just tell you the story straight up. Our goal is to try to figure out what's really going on. This area here will tell us. Sort of, it will tell us. But we just need to know. We need to figure out what is happening. Why is Link coming after us? Why does Kid want revenge? And who are the Radical Dreamers? Now, I'm going to go and go into detail about the Radical Dreamers as I progress through this until we actually get to a boss. Radical Dreamers was a Japanese-only text-based adventure game that had both Kid and Lynx in it. During the travels of Kid and Lynx, they basically are going through adventures, and Magus is also in that game as well. The creator decided not to really release Radical Dreamers because of the fact that not many people will probably understand it, because I think text-based adventure games wasn't really much of a big popular thing at the time. So they decided to re-release. They decided to change the story with Chrono Cross, because there's a reason why Radical Dreamers is mentioned when Kid is involved, and Radical Dreamers is mentioned by Lynx, because of the fact that they're still having hold of the plot from Radical Dreamers. Hence the reason why one of the items that's in the game, I think it's the Frozen Flame or it's probably something else, is part of Radical Dreamers. So you essentially have a mixture of two games end up telling, it's not really telling two different stories, so sort of. Well, I mean, you can say that it is technically talking about two different stories, because like the situation with Kid is more so she's focused on finding Lynx. She kind of doesn't really care about Serge, not yet anyways. But you know, it's more so it's like Kid is the main character for this portion of the game until later on. So as of right now, what is gonna happen here when I enter that door, I'm gonna jump cut to Gully being on my team. Why? Because the boss that we're fighting is a white innate enemy, and I thought Gully can be useful. Also because I did fight the battle with Pip, but what happened was the boss put Kid to sleep, which was not really good. So I had to run away and redo the fight. So yeah. Now this is a very interesting boss fight. He kind of has almost a slight name of Son of Sun, but this is Son of a Gun. Son of a Gun is a very easy boss. He has high defense, just like all white innate enemies apparently. And he has one attack that can only damage one person, because he only does it to one person for some strange reason. What you want to try to do is, well, first off, Son of Sun barely has like any HP to his name. There's a reason why when you're doing like this amount of damage, you're only doing like so little. And it's not really the items per se, but try to attack him with your hard hit dark attacks from like Gully's or Scully's attacks as well. And try to hit him with any sort of magic that you have. Other than that, you should relatively be okay. And the fight should be relatively won. Be careful though, because his signature move called Kissy Wissy, I think it's called, it puts enemies to, it will put an opponent to sleep. And the problem with this is that sleep status is really, really hard to get rid of, unless the boss is stupid enough to, you know, attack you. And mode change, I don't know what it does. All I know is that it causes the boss to look derpy, angry, or happy. I don't know what it means, because, I don't know. During the first fight, I was wondering why Kid was frozen. I thought she was frozen, but no, she was actually asleep. Look at that, 5. My God, that's gonna get me places. Then I realized that the field color is all white, and I was like, ah, crap, that's not good. That means his attacks are going to be a little bit tougher. So I decided to go for the pilfer. I've been getting good and better at the pilfering, which really concerns me dearly, because there's, like I said, I keep mentioning it, but there's going to be a portion in the game where we're going to have to steal and run away constantly, because the steal rate is kind of up there. And you want to steal these items only because of what they give you in the end. But other than that, it's a good thing that I like to think that this is a male, because it makes a woman noise, but it could be a female. It could be, I mean, wow, what did I say? I said that it probably is a male because it has a female voice. I meant to say it probably sounds like it's probably a female because it has a female sound when it does the kissy wissy. But it looks like a male. But you want to know something? It's called Son of a Gun, so it's probably whatever. It's probably androgynous. That's probably what it is. That's what, you know what? Here's the thing. Anybody out there, if you don't know what any of the monsters or whatever is, whatever gender a person is, well, actually no, not person. Every person's either female or male. It doesn't really matter. But in terms of video game, when the character looks feminine or whatever, if you can't really tell if they're female or male, just call them androgynous, because they can be either way. They can be either or. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. We just took down the Majora's Mask Sun, guys. And the Ocarina of Time Sun, guys. I feel accomplished. Being able to beat him, and, you know, now that Gully has proven his worth, I decided to get rid of him because he is pointless. Like, he's literally seriously pointless. Hell, he only did one thing. He did his dark attack, and that's it. I don't need him anymore. Hell, he's probably like the only character who probably has the lowest of the low elemental grid. And it's like, seriously, dude? How do you expect to defend yourself if you only have such a little grid? Hell, I don't even know what his other moves even were. Like, what his second move was. I didn't even get to see it. But who cares? Bringing Pip back, because I like Pip. Pip is literally fancy. It's like, cool and stuff. Alright. So now that we've killed Son of a Gun, we're going to deactivate the white pillar. And now we only have one more pillar left. Thank God, too. Because to be perfectly honest, this place is not long. It's just, it's not really annoying per se. None of the dungeons in Chrono, well, actually, no. Yeah, that's the thing. Chrono Cross doesn't really have, like, annoying puzzles. They slightly probably have annoying puzzles here and there, but you saw that it just jumped from there. That's the reason why I said that I need to do this in post, or else I'd be really freaking annoying. There are 5 incubators here. We cannot put the egg here because these things are not activated. You probably have to well, of course, it's not probably. You need to reactivate these to be able to make them work. And then you're supposed to put the egg, and then after a certain point in the game, or as time passes, the egg will hatch and you'll get yourself another character. The next character I'll introduce who the next character is later. At least I hope I introduce him because I don't want to forget him. It's kind of similar to half of these being minion type characters, like Pip, for instance, Neofio, who else? Not Razzle, because she's a fairy. She's part of the she's not really part of the plot. She's, you know. By the way, we're coming in full circle. We're back in the same area we were in the dream sequence. Wow. You know, I never thought that we make it this far. It's been like how many hours has it been so far? We'll see. I think I'll probably check the menu, and well, I hope I check the menu so I can actually legitimately say how many hours it took us to get to Fort Dragana. But yeah, we're back in the dream sequence. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like Dream Drop Distance in a particular area. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't know if anybody who's watching this has played Dream Drop Distance. Also, the reason why I did not cut the fight in during editing, because I need to say stuff. I decided to end the part early though. I have a reason for it, because the things that are going to happen later in the next part are going to be very crucial. And I kind of don't want to go ahead and just say, okay guys, and in the next episode, blah 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 blah, and next thing you know, that episode's like what, like 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 10 minutes long, and it's like, okay, whatever. That's not even a good length. That's nothing, to be honest. It's like, what the hell? It's like, this dude, he keeps making these very short videos. I'm kind of sick and tired of it. Like, nobody likes, some people dislike long videos. Well, most of the time, most people hate, what is it? They hate 10 seconds of an opening scene. Your intro just needs to be at least like 5 to 3 seconds long, or 2 seconds for that matter. Like, my intro that I sometimes use is 2 to 3. I only use it for like specific events that happen. I don't really use it constantly in my videos because I don't really need to. I'm just introducing myself. It's like, yeah, it's me. Whatever. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode. I'm going to go ahead and end up uploading Mega Man, so don't worry. That's going to also be uploaded too. That's also going to be posted. I'm going to record this right after this. So, I'm in CCX, and we have been going through 13 hours. My God. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Laters.